All right. Well, good evening, everyone. I'm here with Abigail Atkinson again. It's a pleasure to be here and to be working on this adaptive yoga project. I'm Elliot Free again, and I'm a TBI survivor of 20 years, actually. This last weekend was my 20th anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a road. But as I've alluded to in my previous filmings with Abigail, I kind of got into yoga because it was a good therapy and a good way to, kind of touch base with my inner senses again and to challenge myself and to really find how my muscles move again. It's like a constant battle of trying to find comfort, and yoga's really helped me with that. So, with that said, I'm going to start this session, and Abigail is going to end things with her session. So, without further ado, let's crack this cannon, or whatever you want to say. So, right now, I just want everybody to, regardless of where you are, just find quietness. Just be there, just be, and listen to your breath, let your breath guide you. And just honor your presence right now. I know for a fact, every weekend or every weekday, I kind of get stressed out with work, so this is going to be a great way to ease into this session. So on your next inhale, we're going to do a little bit of breath work. And I've been taught that, it's much like a box, a square, if you will. So we're going to hold our breath each and every way. So we're going to do a count of 4. So inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 4, and hold 4. And then repeat. We're going to do this 3 to 5 times. So I'll guide the first time go around, and then let yourself be your own guide. So inhale 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you can't make it to the whole 4 on whatever direction you're exhaling, holding, inhaling, don't worry about it. Just find that balance again. Done with this round, and I want to switch into the next exhale. Kind of come back, open your eyes, feel your toes, feel your feet underneath you, and we're going to do some sun salutations on these chairs. So when you're ready, and if you're able, reach all the way to the sky, grab those stars, and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then let's do the head to the sky. And then meet me back here, and we're going to do that again. Inhale, hands all the way to the sky, and forward fold. Inhale, lift up. Feel free to use your hands on your knees or on your thighs. Hey, how do I do it from here? We can cut this out, right?
Yeah, we can just like start from the beginning of a sun salutation,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
We'll just splice that in. So just decide your pattern. Like you can do it any way you want.
Yeah.
Fold, half lift, fold, meet back up. That's totally fine for a pattern.
Okay.
So just go with whatever comes next, even if
Okay.
it doesn't match.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Great.
All right. All right. Hands all the way to the sky again. Forward fold. I like to consider this the Raggedy Ann. Just let yourself fall. Get that stretch on the lower back. You don't have to always, or you don't have to touch the ground. You can just hang if you can't reach. And on your next inhale, halfway lift. And forward fold. Meet me at the top. Now, it's basically what we've been doing, but I just want to switch it up and just do cat-cows. Get some function, get some motion, and some fluidity in your back and shoulders. So, let's do a cat. And cow. Bring your hands all the way back. And go at your own pace. You don't always have to listen to my voice. I'm just the guide. Whatever feels comfortable to you, do that. And then on your next cow, meet me back to center, to neutral. And then now I just want to, for me personally, I have a really tight whole entire right side. That's part of my injury. And sometimes I just like to supinate and just go, just stretch that. So regardless of your ability, and if you can do this, please just be gentle to your hands. They've been through a lot. They type your essays. They type, and just be kind to yourself. Use your hand to, really get that stretch going. And I'm doing the right side, but it doesn't really matter which side you go over first. Just kind of work it out. Feel free to stretch your fingers. Pull your fingers back.
That stretch feels so good.
Oh yeah. Even the one that goes down like this, that one feels good on the wrist too. I've always been really fascinated by the simple things, and it really helps when you're a survivor or adaptive, that you can still feel these things. And then try to do the other side if you can. I'll accommodate myself. And when you're done with that, let's just shake out the hands.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's keep moving, shall we? Let's warm up our core a little bit with a little seated supine balance, which is a pose that I love because after I had my stroke, my balance was totally shot. And one of the things that helped me with my balance was doing this on all fours, but we're going to access it from the chair today. So we'll start with just our legs. So hold your hips so you can feel what your hips are doing. Draw your belly gently towards your spine so you can be upright, sturdy, stable. Take a breath. Feel the sensation of breath in your body. Exhale, empty your lungs, and we'll go right side first. Inhale, reach your right leg forward as best you can, and it doesn't have to be lifted all the way parallel to the floor. You just go which side as high as you can, and then exhale, release. Inhale, left side, lifts. Try not to lean back. Keep breathing. Good. Exhale, release. One more time each side. Right side. Reach through the heel. Pull your toes back, belly in, and release. Inhale, reach left leg. Energy through the heel. Engage the quad. Woo. Exhale, release. Okay, let's add the brain fun. Inhale, right leg forward and left arm up as best you can. We're going opposite. Exhale, release. Good. Switch sides. Left leg, right arm. And you try to stay nice and tall. Exhale, release. Let's go. One more time each side, and then we're going to hold. Reach and release. Staying with your breath. Opposite arm and leg, and release. Now back to right leg, left arm, and we're just going to play with staying here. Notice which muscles are shaking. Notice where you're tensing in your body. Try to soften the jaw, the shoulders. Try to keep the energy through the fingers reaching towards the ceiling and through the heel forwards in front of you. Oh, that's hard work. Good. Release. Opposite side. Left leg, right arm. And relax the shoulders, the jaw. Maybe lift the corners of the mouth a little. Having a little fun with some of these harder positions. Feel the leg muscles working. Belly in to get your core going, and hopefully I've distracted you enough with all my talking. Exhale, release. Okay, let's do a seated stretch for our hip flexors because those leg lifts do work the hip flexors a little bit. So we'll scooch over to the right side, towards the right side of your chair, and hike your right leg back if you can. Now, we're going to try to tuck our toes under so that you're on the ball of your foot. Yeah, so can you tuck your toes? Will they tuck? Well, this side won't tuck. That's okay. So you know your body best. You listen to your body and sit back towards your chair. So here, we're going to tuck our tailbone forward and imagine like you're pulling your kidneys to the back of the chair. And feel that stretch. You find that stretch? Good. Let's add our arm. And you can kind of press through your left heel. Inhale, the right arm's going to come up. Increase the sensation, or just notice what's there. Exhale, release. So we're in this kind of low lunge, but lifted off the ground. You guys don't have to get down on the ground today. Inhale, up. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale. Good, exhale, drop your hands to heart center. If you feel stable enough, you can stabilize yourself by pressing into your feet, that strong connection to the earth. Take an inhale, feel your spine lengthen. Exhale, rotate left. Inhale forward. Exhale, rotate right. Woo. Inhale forward. And grab your chair, lean forward. Now we're going to untuck our toes like you've got yours untucked and just rest down. A little top of the foot stretch. That feels nice, right? Okay, we're going to add a little hand stuff while we're here. Now make sure you can stay in your chair and be stable. If you're going to fall out of your chair, come back to center and don't do this, but as best you can, you're using your core to keep you positioned in the chair and your hands forward. Good. Soften your shoulders, and we're going to roll our wrists. Now take a look at your forearms and try to keep them nice and anchored as if you're balancing a diamond on your forearms, and just see what the range of motion is there. It's probably different one hand to the other, right? And let's roll the other way. Good. Okay, now we're going to do one side at a time. So left hand to right forearm, Elliot. Yep. Now hold your forearm and just move your hand in whatever way it will go while you hold it. It's interesting how it moves when it gets the feedback of the other hand on the forearm. Then it doesn't feel quite so much like it's like just hanging out in free space, yeah?
A little more tight and rigid.
Uh-huh.
There's actually balance to it.
Now let's switch sides when you're ready, or you can keep doing that side if you want, but yeah, hang on to it. And so you can get that feedback from your other hand. Yeah, nice. And then we've let our leg just kind of sit in this position and acclimate, which is the cool thing. Shake out the hands. Grab your seat. Slide your hand forward. And scooch back to center. Let's pause for a mountain pose with your hands to your thighs. Feel your shoulders heavy. Feel your feet connected to the floor. Feel your hips on the chair. Feel the weight of your body being held by the earth, held by the props. And feel the length of your spine. Feel that lightness, that polarity, that grounding down, and that lightness lifting upwards. Good. Let's go ahead and move into our chair lunge. We'll call it a chair lunge. We're going to scooch over to the left side of our chairs and hike your left leg back. Tuck your toes under. So knee pointing towards the ground, yep. And then tailbone forward, kidneys back. Say hello to your kidneys if you've never met them. They've missed you.
How's my leg looking?
It's looking good. Yeah. The question isn't necessarily how you look, so I'm so glad that you asked this. It's a lot more about what sensation you're feeling. So are you feeling a stretch in the front of the thigh? Yeah, you got to like tuck your tailbone forward even more and like bring your back more. There you go. So you can make little adjustments based on the feedback your body's giving you. You can hold on to the opposite side of the chair if you need for support. And let's add the arm. Inhale, left arm up and even slightly back, and hip flexor stretches. Exhale, release. Inhale, arm sweeps up. Exhale, let it go. And inhale, reach up. Exhale, arm down, and lean forward a little. Hold on to the underside of your chair enough to lift up off your toes and tuck. Yeah, so you're resting on the top of your foot, stretching the top of the foot. Maybe you feel this stretch all the way up your shins. I always do. So this is a nice little kind of alternative. All right. Good. Okay, so let's add some more arm stuff here. Bring your arms forward, palms reach up. We'll do elbow taps. So we're going to tap, and forward, tap, and forward, tap. Now remember, you're still pressing in with that right heel. We're going to stay tapped here. Let's draw circles like you have a paintbrush on your elbows, and you're drawing big old circles out to the side of you. And one shoulder might have more mobility than the other. This is totally normal. Yep. Good. Let's go the opposite direction. See if you can match the movement up with your breath. Maybe inhale as you come up, exhale as you go down. Swimming. That's great. Good. Exhale. Release. Hold on to your chair to sweep your leg forward. Come back to the center of your chair. Grab your blocks. And we're going to turn and face the right. My favorite twist of all time. Turn your knees to the wall. Oh yeah, we could face each other if you wanted. So we'll squeeze the block, and it's okay if you don't have a block at home. You could put a soft object between your thighs, or just imagine that there's a block there. The idea is to engage our core and to keep our hips nice and solid. Okay, on our inhale, we're reaching both arms up as high as they'll go. Press your hips down at the same time. Good. Exhale, rotate to face the back of the chair, and grab whatever leverage you can on the chair. Squeeze the blocks. Soften your shoulders. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Grab the chair with your left hand, Elliot. Yeah, and then you can give it a little tug and find your maximum range there. Nice. Good. Release. Oh, that's such a good back stretch. Twists are so good for the back. Okay, swing your legs around to the opposite side, because we don't want to be boring and always face forward. Squeeze the block. Yep. Inhale, arms up. Squeezing the block. Exhale, we rotate to the back of the chair. And again, yep, just hang on where you can. Use that sort of push-pull action with the back of the chair to deepen this twist, not in a forceful way. Just explore the boundary. Yeah. Yeah, this one feels great on my low back. Good, and release forward. Let's set that block aside. Turn to face forward. And I feel like we've done a lot, but we would be remiss if we didn't do a good little side stretch here. So we're going to add some side stretching. Drop your hands out by your sides. We'll start in our seated mountain pose. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up. Press your feet down on the floor. Feel how that changes this. Grab your right forearm. And gently pull up and over. At the same time, press your right hip down in the chair and your left heel down in the floor. Do you feel that? Breathe into those right side ribs. Yeah, cool, huh? Good, rise up. Nice. So now we'll go the other side. Yep, even make the connection. And pull up and over. Anchor your left hip. Press your right heel into the ground. Breathe, most important part. Nice, and back to center. Shake out those arms. Come to rest back on your seat. Let your head be free. Turn your face, look over your right shoulder, and then exhale, sweep over to your left shoulder. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. So just some gentle neck rotations. Good, head back to center. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Maybe rest your right hand on top of that left ear, just gently. Let your left shoulder be heavy. Breathe into the neck here. We carry so much tension in the neck and shoulders, yeah.
This is like a lengthening one.
Now lift your hand and tuck your chin toward your collarbone, but you're still off to the right. So rest your hand behind your ear and add a little weight. And so we're just at a little different of an angle. Notice where you feel the stretch in the neck. Good. From here, we'll slide our fingertips underneath our right cheekbone. We're not going to use our neck muscles. Inhale, lift your head back up to center. Exhale, release. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. And if you like, your left hand can rest on the right ear, maybe closing the eyes. Let the focus be inward. So you might be feeling all these physical sensations, but there'll be these subtle energetic sensations as well. And for me, it's a little easier to tap into those energetic sensations with my eyes closed. Breathe into the neck. Let the right shoulder be heavy. Gently lift your hand, chin down. Rest your hand behind your ear, gentle weight. Being so gentle with the neck. The neck does not like anything forceful. And let your hands slide down to your left cheek. And without using your neck muscles, inhale to lift your head to center. Exhale, rest your hands down to your thighs. Scan through your body. Maybe there's still some obvious or even subtle areas of tension. It's totally normal. Just be aware of what's still there. You might also perhaps notice what feels a little more spacious and free. Maybe a hum of energy somewhere in the body. Notice the quality of your breath. Wonderful. Bring your hands to your heart. Press your sternum into your thumb. Acknowledge yourself. Thank yourself. Honor yourself for being here and for moving with whatever body you have today, with whatever energy you have today. I'm very grateful for you. Namaste.